Papa John's ranch chicken and a spicy sausage pizza.
Spicy sausage pizza.
Man, I'm about to just order a pizza and eat to feel better.
Yeah, but I just started it up. What's good, everybody? Usual sus. Oh man, I'm fucking up already. Usual suspects here with a reacts video because it's E3 week and we might do another one of these or another two. I don't know. Yeah, but joining me today is Strat, Hardhead, our friends Watch Doge, and Red Hood. So
what up?
We just got through watching and reacting to the Microsoft conference together. And first things first, let's everybody give it a score, and I mean seriously give it a score because I'm giving it a 7 out of 10.
Oh, you thought my score was fake? This is 7 out of 10, sir.
No, I ain't talking about you. You know what I'm talking
about. He's talking about Strat.
Oh yeah, this man talking about a negative L out of 10.
Go ahead.
I got a 7.7. Red Hood.
For me, I'll give it 7.5.
Okay. Watch.
I'll give it a 5 out of 10, please. Even though I'm not a real fan of Xbox, they show pretty interesting games. So.
All right. What about you, Strat? Real number.
3 out of 10, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing in there was interesting at all. Nothing got me out of my seat. Like, oh my god. That 3 is just for Gears, bro. 5. That's it.
My complaint with it was there's just like no new IP.
There was nothing new. So
I was just like, you had your Halo, Gears, and Forza, and you had a bunch of world premieres, which helped it. But for me, when I'm like grading a conference like Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, it's mostly also having to do with their first-party games.
All those world premieres were multiplats.
Okay, so Hardhead, you got the list of what they showed, right?
Yes, sir. 1 second, I have the full list.
Way you can show it up on the screen.
If you can
screen share.
Yeah. If he screenshots, I should be able to like show.
Like for me, I saw it as like a multi-platform conference, not necessarily an Xbox.
Oh, whoa. Let me know when you got it on screen, Hardhead. I don't want to expose you.
No, you good. There you go.
Okay, so we're gonna keep Hardhead on the screen for a little bit. Off the rip, they gave us Halo Infinite.
Master Chief will be the main character.
I'm gonna be honest.
This was
push it to his 6.
They put him in the corner. He'll come back one day.
So did they like from the trailer? Because I'm not a big Halo guy. Is this going after 5 or is this way before?
This is after 5. After 5.
They never give us a timeline or anything. They just show
I'll tell you why it's after 5. Because after 5, they show the Halo ring. That's where the next whole thing's gonna happen. Is in the next Halo ring.
Okay.
I assume it's Infinite because they're in the Infinity.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Strike, you the Halo expert, yeah.
I mean, it's like I'm pretty sure it's after 5, just by
maybe it takes place during his sleep after Halo 3. Maybe it takes place during his sleep after Halo 3.
I doubt it.
He went to sleep in Halo 3.
That's Halo 4.
Wait, so you saying in Halo 3 he pulled a link? He went to sleep.
And then Halo 3. He went to sleep and then woke up in Halo 4.
Oh damn!
He was asleep for like 4 years.
Yeah, that's a link right there.
Yeah, man. There's nothing much to show but the new engine and shit.
I mean,
we didn't see any gameplay, so
yeah, we didn't see no gameplay, which is kind of spooky if you ask me.
That's gonna be a common factor today. I get a feeling, but if I got to be honest, I'm not really hyped for a Halo game.
Yeah, me neither.
Honestly, after Halo 5, I think they're thinking this shit completely different now. Man.
I'm hyped if
they started completely different.
Oh yeah, Hardhead. Speaking of that, before I forget, I say we break even on the bet and both do it.
Oh man, look, bro, that conference was lit, sir.
Yeah, I can't agree.
Oh man, okay, we got to see the rest of E3 though.
That's true. However, even if I lose, I'm still gonna rock that pig. I don't even care. Minecraft pig lit.
Yeah, we didn't even see any Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Oh, they didn't show Minecraft this year, y'all.
I am surprised.
No, but let's get back to the fucking conference at hand. 50 games. My bad. Go ahead. No, but it was 50 games, 18 exclusives, 15 world premieres. So like a little bit less than 1/3 of the games were going to be exclusives.
Yeah, as I said, multi-platform conference, not necessarily an Xbox conference.
Yeah.
For the most part, they didn't give no release dates either, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
The third-party titles got release dates.
No, they're doing the same thing like Sony's doing now, giving release windows, which I find very. I think it's a better way to go about it.
I think it's very
actual
their situation though that they have to do it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Is it confirmed that it's a mainline Halo game?
That's another question, but
yeah, I went on Halo Waypoint.
The name kind of throws it off.
I went on the Halo Waypoint. It's the next Halo after Halo 5.
Okay.
Oh, is that big thing that was coming out the sky?
What big thing?
You said the Halo Waypoint. That's what you said, right?
No, Halo Waypoint is the website for all things Halo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the next game that they showed? Wasn't it Shadows
Ori and the Will of the Wisp was the next game.
Yeah.
Okay, Ori and the Will of the Wisp. That was great. I really like the first Ori game, and this just looks way more crazy and way darker, I guess, in a way. And I think the level designs are insane, and I think this is really good for a platformer. And I'm kind of glad Microsoft is actually supporting it. So I'm happy that they're doing that.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm hyped for Ori. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna play it. The first one was a good game.
I ain't even played the first one though.
You should experience that. That was a really good game.
I'm gonna go back and get it. They look good. The new one looked good too, though, from what they showed.
Strat, any thoughts on Ori? Or are you still pissed?
Still pissed.
Oh man.
Let's move on to the game where I said this a couple of days before it happened, and they can all vouch for me. I said Activision would be the publisher of Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah, you did say it.
Because
it was insane to see.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Shadows Die. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll explain that.
I was gonna say Shadows Die Twice is From Software's game that they've been hinting at since last E3, which they showed at Sony's E3 last year, but they actually revealed the game at Microsoft's E3.
What was your reasoning for Activision?
If it wasn't EA, then it had to be Activision.
No, they didn't show it at Sony's E3. They showed it at the Game Awards.
Yeah,
it was the Game Awards, right?
So the reason and the logic was if it wasn't EA, then the next best thing is Activision because they're basically equivalent.
I'm just hoping that Activision doesn't do anything shady with this game. I'm just saying, like what I've seen, gameplay wise, it's more insane than Bloodborne, and it's just like super fast paced. And you think like Bloodborne's fast paced? Like look at that trailer. That game is super fast paced, and like the traversals of like going to like
they gave that game budget.
It's crazy.
Like I guess that's like this is what I'm about to say, and people will get mad at me what I'm about to say. The Dark Souls games are not AAA games; they're AA games.
Oh man!
And I mean
pretty much.
I mean that on a
budget. You mean budget wise, right?
Like production wise and how it looks. Like they are good games, but production wise, they feel and look like AA games. If you catch my drift.
Yeah, I know. I can understand that.
Man, I'm trying to get B Arsenal in here, so like his link ain't working to the Hangout. So y'all excuse me if I don't say nothing for a minute.
Yeah, what was next?
After that,
the next game they showed was they actually gave us a trailer for Fallout 76, something better than what they showed originally a couple of days ago. That would mean that was like a week.
I feel like that trailer, I think there's gonna be more emphasis on the Bethesda conference on that.
Yeah, I was about to say because the trailer didn't tell us anything. Like
it just all the trailer told us is that like
it's a bigger Fallout game.
It's like it's happening. It's a prequel to all other Fallout games and everything. Fallout 76 was built to be like the first people to rebuild the world.
Mm-hmm. They did also say that it's 4 times bigger than Fallout 4 in terms of
they said the same thing about Fallout 4 comparing it to New Vegas.
Yeah, but
Fallout 4.
I mean, size isn't everything.
Pretty spot on though.
I don't care about
Fallout
size.
4 was really fucking big, so that's saying something. I'm not even gonna lie. Fallout 4 was a huge game.
Yeah.
Then the next game they talked about was Captain Spirit, a game from Don't Nod, the people who made Vampire and Life is Strange.
Yeah.
And it looks like and it's based off the Life is Strange universe. And
yeah, supposedly.
That's interesting to me. because if they're not directly making a sequel yet, then
because I thought they were going to call it like Life is Strange Season 2 or something of that nature.
I thought it was a Life is Strange game.
Oh yeah, everyone thought. Like I thought initially.
Everybody was hoping it would be.
Yeah, because they were talking about
new
cast.
What I saw though.
Oh, no.
It's not. It doesn't look horrible. It looks like Kevin Love and his son debating why LeBron James left him in Cleveland.
Yeah, I was about to say I did get a little feels from the father-son interaction that went on. It was just two small interactions, father and son, that came from that trade.
And I think that those devs are really good with those type of interactions. So we see that with the original Life is Strange, and you know you're gonna have like those emotional aspects to that story and having your actions shape the game. So I really think that's going to be big emphasis.
Yeah, the only other dev I know that can deliver on that type of level off of a story-based game is fucking Telltale, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, all right, send me a link, by the way.
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, then they show Crackdown, which, let's be honest, Crackdown, I don't know why you're showing that at this point.
Yeah, I was just like, that game just didn't look... Yet again, polished. Like everyone's like, it's getting a bigger budget. That's
the thing. They just have. They have to show
the same, dog.
They have to show it though.
They have to. They have to let us know that it still exists and it's still coming.
Yeah, exactly. But like overall, like Terry Crews is great in that trailer. It's just, I wasn't feeling it.
Everybody loves Terry Crews, but we ain't loving that game.
Yeah, it looked like Terry Crews did a lot of work though. You could tell. He did a lot of voice acting. He had to get himself into the game. They did a good job of bringing him in, though.
He's the main voice actor?
Oh, yeah.
He might be like one of the more important characters, but after looking at it, first of all, I need to know, like, Jason Schreier is probably going to come out with his expose on it. We need to know what the fuck happened during development for that game. We need to know.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah, we need something. They need to be a little more transparent with that game.
Otherwise, let's move on to Nier Automata, wherever you want to call it.
Yeah, that shit got announced this morning prior to them coming and announcing it on stage.
Yeah.
But let's be honest about it. Let's be honest. That game is not selling on Xbox.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
I just hope it didn't cost them too much to make it and port it to Xbox, because that community doesn't really. They don't really support these kinds of
Japanese games and stuff like that.
I mean,
my copy just for 2B.
Oh man, just for 2B. That's the thing. They don't have those kind of people that play on Xbox. I mean, they're there, but they're scarce.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
all right, I'm here. Can
they see her self-destruct? Did you see her self-destruct and they'd be like, "Oh man, I need to play this."
Man, it's wild shit, but
yeah, you don't get no new content or nothing like that. It's just the same game. It's like a complete edition of Nier Automata that gives you all the DLC, which there only was one of, if I remember correctly.
Okay, can we be honest? Like, as much as I like certain parts of this conference, we're gonna get to the point where it goes on a downturn, and this is the start of that when we get into these next couple of games.
Yeah, they knew that was gonna happen too. That's why they had that little ending part where they just showed all the good shit.
I mean, even that part wasn't even that good, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Also, B Arsenal just joined. What's up, B Arsenal? If you're in here,
what's good? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
I wanted to get my boy in here. So did you watch the Microsoft conference?
Yeah, I streamed it. Thanks for having me. Yes, I did.
No. We gotta have you on the actual podcast eventually. Like we gotta get you there. But what's your thoughts on, like, since we just talked about the three, Crackdown 3, Nier Automata, and we're about to talk about Metro, so you'll start us off on Metro when we get to that. But give us your thoughts on the first two.
Actually, I'm only interested of the games you just named in Crackdown. I don't mind cel shaded graphics. I kind of liked what they showed a little bit with the destructive backgrounds. I still want to see more. Take as much time as you need to fix the game, get it right on release. I'm cool. I'm upset about it, but I'm cool with them pushing it back. But let's get it right before we release it. We don't want another Sea of Thieves.
I was hoping they brought back Scalebound though. But
I was hoping they'd bring back Afro Samurai too, but man,
I feel like the relationship between Platinum and Microsoft is fucked, because remember, we found out that Microsoft damn near killed that company.
Oh yeah.
So it's a wonder that they're even getting this, and it's probably more on Square than it is Platinum.
Yep, it is Square. I mean, they're probably pissed off hearing about it and shit like that. Do I even think they actually ported it themselves? I highly doubt they actually ported it themselves. Probably another like company within Square Enix to do that. But no, I think they're done with like ever making games for Microsoft unless it's multi-platform. Yeah.
Exclusively.
Like they'll only make multi-platform games, but if Microsoft comes to their door asking them, "Hey, can you guys make us another exclusive?" They're gonna say, "Hell no." Like, it is what it is. When you get a company almost bankrupt, they're not gonna forgive you.
I wouldn't either. Fuck them. But let's move on past that. As I said, B. Arsenal is gonna start us off on Metro. What did you think of Metro?
Actually, put me last. Y'all go first.
Okay. Metro.
I mean, I can't really say much. It looked good. It looked like it's definitely been dumbed down from what we originally saw from the game and the screenshots that I've seen of the engine that's been used in that game and the technology that they're using from the newest NVIDIA GPUs that haven't come out yet. And I mean, other than that, I don't know much about Metro. So I can't really say I'm too hyped for it. It looked good though. It looked like a game I can get into. I have watched a streamer play the first two, so I might end up getting it. I don't know.
Anybody else?
Me, yeah, I think like the weather effects were pretty good in the game, and I was pretty hyped seeing that stuff. Overall, I mean the gameplay looked good to me. It looked really fluid, and the gun mechanics looked really awesome. And other than that, I agree with Hardhead saying like the graphics do kind of seem dumbed down, not to that initial like showing that they had last year's at E3. And I kind of wish that it would be at the same tier, but games get dumbed down for graphics because consoles can't handle it. Same thing happened with The Witcher. So, I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully, we can get those same settings on PC, but it's not going to happen. So,
compromise.
Yep.
And me, I'm like Hardhead. I don't have much experience with this game. Actually, I think I was signing up for a beta when they were showing this, so I can't give much input at this time.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Let's move on. I think it looks amazing. But I'll reserve judgment till I play it. The first two Metro games are like great in my opinion, so I feel like everybody should go play it. But Kingdom Hearts trailer, it's Kingdom Hearts. I don't really want to dwell on this for too long. Trash.
Oh no! Look! I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say I have. I've tried to play two different Kingdom Hearts games, and it just doesn't stick for me. I feel like it's kind of like Dark Souls for me. Maybe I have to finish the game to understand why there's such a.
Don't even bother. Don't waste your time if you're not enjoying it.
No, I mean I only got through the first part. It seems like
which game is it?
Just kind of dead. One? I've played 1.5 and I've played Dream Drop Distance.
No, I'm saying 1.5. Are you talking about actual just Kingdom Hearts 1 and not Kingdom Hearts 2?
There was like some remix thing that came out.
Oh,
I know the remix. It has multiple games. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, you played probably 1 in Chain of Memories plus whatever else came with that, and then 2, and then whatever came with it. Yeah.
And whatever so was, you played all I know at the beginning of the game, they had you in this little city, and you had to skate on.
Oh, that's Kingdom Hearts 2. Okay.
That's 2?
So you start with 2. Shoot.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you didn't play first.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it was Kingdom Hearts. They showed Elsa skating on ice like she was Iceman and shit. They have Rapunzel. They showed Mike motherfucking Wazowski.
Yes.
They showed Woody in the what they call the pig in Toy Story? Porky.
Oh, dude, I completely forgot.
I don't remember his name. Damn. Anybody remember the pig from Toy Story's name?
Dude, that's terrible.
Yeah, but the game looking fire. They gave it an actual release date, January 29th, 2019. We be in there.
Yeah, I'll be in there.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, wait, before we move on, since we're talking about release dates, I just want to point out once again, there is a chance that Crackdown 3 will get delayed because we did not get a solid release date. They gave us a window of February 2019. That does not, they didn't give us a specific date, not even a week. They just said February 2019. That game, I can see it getting delayed at least 2 more months before it comes out.
Like I said before, man, take your time, get it. We didn't get it when they first said we were gonna get it, so we should be used to these delays by now. Just get it right. That's all I can ask for, man. Just get it right before you release it.
I got a better
idea. So we're gonna move on past that. We're not gonna spend much time on this. Sea of Thieves got 2 expansions showed, and nobody gives 2 fucks about Sea of Thieves.
Move on.
Oh man, no, y'all not gonna shit on Sea of Thieves.
Dude, like I needed to get my pillow out for that game.
Sea of Thieves looks like they're actually.
Did they add the body to the Kraken?
Story. No, they didn't add the body to the Kraken.
They made a realistic looking shark. It looks like there's some story actually being added to this game.
Bro, listen.
If anybody's played Sea of Thieves, they know the game does not have a story.
It doesn't matter, bro. Like, who's still playing the game at this point? Please. I
know a lot of people that, not still playing it, but they would go back to it and play it if asked.
Look, myself, I gave the game a chance and I actually had fun. The reason I got off of it because of all of the bugs and the lack of content. You know, you give me more content, I'll probably play it. Did this presentation make me want to play it more? Fuck no. You know, I need more than that.
All right.
So I think all of us in here has at least given it a chance, though, right?
I'm giving it more of a chance than anybody in this motherfucker.
I was part of every playtest. No. I'm gonna give y'all an example. I was a part of damn near every playtest that game had.
Damn.
And you know that's a lot of playtests.
Oh yeah.
So I don't want to hear anything about me not giving that game a chance. I tried. But we're gonna move on from this horseshit game to Battlefield 5 teaser trailer. Well, not teaser. It was a trailer. About some story. Old girl get thrown in the lake by her girlfriend or whatever. I don't know.
You still sharing my screen, huh?
I didn't think I was. I thought she was
I was showing the trailers as you talked about it.
Yeah, like I'm like I just don't have it like as the only thing being showed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they should be seeing it when you talk. But yeah, Battlefield 5 got shown. We saw Battlefield yesterday. It looks interesting. I might pick it up when it's 30 bucks.
So what is the story based on? Like, who is it? Is it about the chick?
Apparently, I don't know. Like, there's no traditional story mode in Battlefield 5 anyway. So,
I mean, not from what this trailer showed. It's still a story mode. Because Battlefield 1 still had a story mode. And the way they're explaining this is just gonna be just like Battlefield 1.
I dig that.
Okay. Moving on from Battlefield, one of the first exclusive games, Forza Horizon 4, taking place in the Great Britain, the British Isles, the British Peninsula. How we feeling?
That game is looking hella fucking lit, but I may be the only person here that fucks with races heavy, dog.
Yeah.
That game is 60 on the X.
It looks, I would say it looks great. I'm just not a big racer.
As long as it's a Game Pass and play anywhere on PC, it's a
Is it confirmed 60 on the X?
I mean, it's the last game was.
I heard
that. The last game was 30 on the X.
Yes.
I mean, no, I'm saying Forza Motorsport 7.
I mean, but that's not open world though. This is Forza Horizon games have never been 60
I heard the announced 60 FPS, but I'm assuming it's on the X because
I don't know. I don't think it's 60 FPS at all.
I heard them say
you can look at that. You could go back on.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the announcement right now. See what they're saying.
And Forza was one of the games I was actually excited for in the presentation. I'm trying to find my new racer home. I've been kind of debating between Gran Turismo.
You haven't played 3 yet?
I haven't played it yet because I want to get the steering wheel, and I'm only buying one.
Okay.
So
there's a 60 FPS mode, so I guess it's 1080p 60. Okay, that's cool.
I wouldn't mind that for a Forza.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I ain't gonna lie, be also know. Do you fuck with races heavy?
Yeah, I do. I was heavy on
okay, look. I'm about to tell you right now. Like, if we talking overall series wise, and no, let's base this off the last games that each one came out with. The best game so far, Gran Turismo Sport. Then you got Forza Horizon 3. Then I would honestly, after playing it, it's like a tie between the Crew 2 and what's the fuck? I can't remember the name of the other fucking game. It's kind of like Crew. And then I would say Forza 7, and then keep going on down the line to the old ones. But Need for Speed Need for Speed and the Crew 2 is about what and what.
Okay.
If you give Need for Speed a chance, it's actually a really good race.
What, Payback?
Payback.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. I like pieces of it. I just don't see myself buying it. It looks good. It basically, you know what you're getting. If you played the Horizon games before, you know what you're getting. They're good games. We can move on. We Happy Few got shown off. Looks better. Looks like they put some work into it.
Well, the matchmaking from what they said looks like it's gonna be seamless from single player to multiplayer. Did y'all?
That would be good. No, I mean it was already fine enough in Forza Horizon 3, so I wasn't really worried about that.
Yeah.
That seemed like some kind of gimmick they just threw out there to have something to talk about.
I mean, look, they got all the assets already from the previous game. The only thing they can do is make it better. That's how I feel.
Yeah. At least they chose a decent city. I would have felt better if they went to like Hong Kong or some shit.
Well, that's probably Forza Horizon 5 and 6. But yeah, We Happy Few. I know most of us don't give a fuck about that game, but we're gonna talk about it. Right.
Wait, how y'all don't give a damn about We Happy Few?
No, I'm interested in that game.
Oh,
I'm kinda, but like I don't know.
I have no.
During the early access, it had a good premise, but
yeah,
they didn't really have any story whatsoever. Now, when this trailer came out, like it actually looked ambitious.
Yeah, now it has a story, so
it has a story and everything.
No,
it has that BioShock feel, which I like.
All right, then. I just want to know. Okay.
Hardhead's wait. Before we move on, I had to Google this because I knew nothing of this publisher and anything. So they have a game called Contrast, released in 2013. Looks like it got some pretty good score reviews, right?
Yeah, I remember Contrast.
Oh yeah, Contrast.
Is this a sequel to Contrast?
No,
it's completely separate.
Okay.
The story is great in this fucking game. From what I've been following this game for a good while. I wouldn't say a long time, but this heightened my expectations. The only problem I'm having is I didn't expect Microsoft to buy out Compulsion.
So we're gonna get to that too.
This might end up being an exclusive game. I remember if they said that or not.
This is
Gearbox is being published.
Yeah, I mean it's still a Gearbox. Yeah, it is being published by Gearbox, but shit, I don't know.
So once they're done with it for good, and I don't think they own the IP. So we'll talk about it more when we get more details. PUBG, new map and game modes.
Don't care.
Yeah,
don't care.
Fortnite.
They're not talking about making it 60 frames across the board. I don't want to hear about it on.
I don't think it's possible on the X.
It is possible on the X, not on the S and the OG.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, they said it before they released it for Xbox that they could make it 60 frames.
It was trash though.
We don't care about PUBG Core and their horrible business practice.
Fortnite is pumping out more content than they have their whole lifetime, and
they're not suing other people for a genre.
Yeah, we talked about that, but I mean, new content, new map and game modes. I'm not going.
Nobody cares. Fuck PUBG Core.
But we're gonna move on. World premiere.
I'm gonna play it.
Okay, as long as people care and y'all play it, that's all that matters.
Oh, I didn't say I cared. I'll play. I'll give anything a chance.
Okay, you gonna give it a shot? Okay, more than I could ask Hardhead to do. But Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, something I will buy because
the Tales series is underrated.
I wouldn't say it's underrated. It's good. But this one in particular is probably in the top 3 of all the Tales games in terms of being good. And the fact that it's like, if you didn't play Xbox back from the era of 2007 through like early 2009, you don't know about this game.
Yep.
Yeah, I was getting my life together around that time. So
so if you weren't on Xbox playing games during that time period, you wouldn't understand why people are hyped about this. It's a very good JRPG that I suggest everybody try. And also, if you try this, please give the rest of the Tales series a shot. You'll like some of the games, but not all of them. So please give it a shot.
As long as it's a multiplayer, it's gonna sell, because if that shit it was exclusive to Xbox, they wouldn't buy into. Even though, like you said, the series started out on Xbox.
No, the series didn't start off on Xbox. It's just that this game in particular had the most importance to Xbox being a Tales game. And it was the only Tales game that was exclusive for like damn near almost 2 full years.
Look, I'm still playing Persona 5 right now, so I got tunnel vision. I don't want to see any other JRPG.
He said ton of
moving up on Persona 5 right now.
Yeah. As a Persona stand, I will say you need to finish all the Persona games, not just 5. But moving on from that, world premiere the Division 2 Summertime Edition, featuring Team Summertime in Washington D.C. How we feeling?
It looks more of the same.
I gave up on Division like as a series for a while, so I can't really speak on it. I know a lot of people that returned to the Division after all the BS. They really hyped for this game.
That game had a lot of glitches at first.
I remember when people would compare it, and this is the funny shit about it. I remember people would compare it to Destiny. I'm like, you can say a lot of things about Destiny, but Destiny never had glitches like that.
Nah. They had a glitch where they couldn't even get one of those cell phones. I don't know. So that kept me from getting the platinum, and I was so pissed. And then once they fixed it, I got the platinum, and I deleted the game so fast.
Oh, you want to? No, I ain't gonna even go into a tirade about the Division. I love both that and Destiny, so I'm gonna fall back. But yeah, they showed some gameplay. I'm gonna say this about the Division, and people get mad at me when I say this. The gameplay of the Division is what turns me off a bit because of how the guns fire and react. They don't feel like guns. They don't.
The SMGs were so overpowered the last time I played that game.
That was early
especially
on.
In the Dark Zone.
Yeah. Division 2 looks interesting. I'm going to give it a shot when it comes out next year. They gave it a release date. I forget what day it was.
March 19th, 2019.
All right. In the case of Division 2, I think we need to focus on what they didn't show us. What that PvP going to be like? That's what I want to know. You know,
sure.
That's what's gonna get me there, because I think the
Does anyone here still play the Division?
I mean, I would like to play it. I hate playing it by myself. It's like, I'm glad y'all got back on Destiny 2, but like, it's the same thing. I'm not gonna play it by myself. It's a totally different game than what we got on release. Graphically, everything. It's a completely overhauled game. It's not even the same game.
Because I'm not sure if the SMGs are still OP in that game.
I couldn't tell you, but hey, y'all play it out.
Yeah.
And if they keep this same momentum going into the second game, I'll probably play the second game. But I need to see what that PvP do. That's what I need to see.
This breaking, apparently that Tales game that we just talked about is also coming to Switch and Steam.
Makes sense.
Cool.
Hello? What
yeah, I mean, no. I was being quiet.
Me too. I say it makes sense. Did it also say about PS4 or no?
It did. No. There's no way that doesn't drop on PS4. There's no way.
That's what I was saying.
That you'll be fucking up half of your audience.
Mm-hmm.
But hold on, my bad, because I was in the middle of something. I almost said Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider trailer, more gameplay and everything else, story. Y'all talk about this. I'm gonna be quiet because I have no opinion on this game.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Every single time, a lot of people have always said.
Is this chick riding alone?
I don't know. Yeah. All I know is they always emphasis of you becoming the Tomb Raider every single game, and I'm like, she's not the Tomb Raider already. After every single time, the marketing, and I don't know. It's made by Eidos Montreal, people that made Deus Ex. I do think the story will be good. I don't know about gameplay because this is kind of their first time.
It looks a lot like Rise of the Tomb Raider.
So, for me, I'm not picking up day one because I'm just not a big of a fan for the Tomb Raider series, even though I played both. And also, there's just other games coming out this year that I would rather play instead of that, and just get it on a sale on Steam or something like that. But that's just me. I thought it was decent.
I don't know. I got Rise of Tomb Raider in my backlog. So
yeah, me too. I want to play the first two games before I even try to give an opinion on that shit. Because I mean, from the fans I know of that game, they not really hyped for it. They don't really care for it. They're actually disappointed in what they've been hearing about it. But I mean, I don't know.
I like the first game. I'm still playing through the second one.
You're right. What about you, Strat?
Is Strat here?
He's still upset. He over there crying in the corner about it.
I thought I was talking, bro. I had my mic on mute.
Bro.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. If it's better than the second one, then it'll be all right. Because the first one was great. The second one was meh, you know?
All right.
It just looks more of the same. I don't even know where they're going with these whole story things. Hasn't she been the Tomb Raider for years already?
Yeah, that's exactly. I don't know. It is what it is, but
yeah. Also, we're about to get into Shadows Die Twice because I don't think we discussed it yet, and I kind of saved it because I wanted to get through the bullshit before we got to good shit.
Yeah.
But I played Reboot. I played Rise. They feel like knockoff Uncharted games now, and I'm not about that. So yeah.
Yeah, and didn't you see some of the screenshots? I forgot who was posting. It might have been Shinobi, and they kind of have similar settings to Uncharted 4 and Uncharted 2. So I'm just like, huh? It's like, to me, it just looks, sus. I don't know.
But no, let's get into Shadows Die Twice. If we, I don't think we talked about it, but yeah, it looking banging.
Oh no, it's like Bloodborne, but more extreme in terms of if you guys thought Bloodborne was very high action oriented, no, this one just blows it out of the water in terms of how fast paced that game is. So
we went back to Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like Bloodborne on acid. That's what I kind of make the comparison, and you can traverse, go into roofs and stuff like that, and kind of figure out how to take on these enemies, and you're able to revive, which is interesting. So I don't know how the game mechanic's gonna work.
That could work with Gears on God of War, where you have a runic. Yeah, you can carry around one or two. Who knows?
True, but what I saw, I loved, and super surprised about Activision being the publisher, and hopefully they don't mess anything up, and hopefully they're just giving the title the money it deserves, and just letting it be, and not trying to put some microtransactions in it.
Listen, after I saw the shit I saw, because I'm like, if it's not EA, then who else could it be other than Activision? Let's be honest. Those are only two real options. They're not going to work with Microsoft like that. They haven't in years.
Oh, yeah.
There's only one choice that made sense, Activision. I was like, holy shit, I was right.
I just find it interesting. They go from publisher to publisher, like Sony, Bloodborne, Demon's Souls, Dark Souls, Bandai Namco, and now Shadows Die Twice with Activision.
I'm tired of they touched too many of the games that's coming out of that got announced today.
Yeah, shit, I'm getting bit up by mosquitoes. Goddamn. Damn. They coming after my ass, but yeah, let's move on.
I'm really interested in.
Yeah, we know you heated about.
I mean, no. I'm saying that game really isn't
HO Speed.
It looks just like Neo to me, to be honest.
They showed off an exclusive trailer of Session. My bad.
Fuck you. Bro, they really had. No, I even just saw a post on Twitter. It's a Twitter moment right now. It's trending as fuck. That had it says people were hyped for this game that was shown at Xbox E3 that everybody thought was Skate 4, but it turned out to be a game called Session.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even get a publisher or developer for this game, dog.
I know that a lot of the old team from Black Box is working on it.
I mean, yeah, just keep hopes up for it, guys. It doesn't hurt to maybe it'll be
the
just
spiritual successor.
Yeah,
y'all gotta calm down. Just because
somebody
said 4,
this better be good. Somebody said this better be so good. EA has to make Skate 4.
Nah, they're not gonna make Skate 4 regardless. They don't care.
If it's popping, they might.
Yeah, if it is. After Session, we got a Black Desert Online trailer. The same. Okay, no. Let me talk about Black Desert Online.
Oh man,
that game was supposed to drop last year. What the fuck happened?
Who knows? Isn't it on for PC already or some shit?
Yes, it's been out. It's like 10.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, so it's not a closed beta because I'm
supposedly DayZ supposed to come out on Xbox this year too. Who knows?
Yeah,
crazy.
So has anyone here played it?
Nah.
No. Play what?
Black Desert.
Black Desert.
Black Desert? No, I've been debating buying it multiple times, but I haven't.
It has a good character creator, but everything else about it's kind of meh.
Okay. I signed up for the beta, so I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, like always give it a shot. Don't take what I'm saying.
It's on PC right now.
Yeah. After that, we get to my least favorite part. Well, it's not even the least favorite part, but we'll talk about right now. Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, so I just got.
So supposedly that's on that game.
Supposedly that's on the Resident Evil engine and runs at 60 FPS.
Well,
yeah, I wanted to tell you that too. Yeah, it's on the Resident Evil engine.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest about.
Oh my God! There he goes. They got him, boys.
I don't like.
They got him. They got him. They take him down.
Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
Dude, Phil Spencer's out in force.
My God, he's like banging on the walls, bro.
Fuck
Yo, they got him.
Fuck Phil, little hoe.
Yeah, Phil. All them motherfuckers.
Okay, what was your Devil May Cry point? We missed the end.
They loved it.
Nah.
You didn't like it?
I'm gonna buy it because I like the Devil May Cry combat, but that shit looking spooky.
Yeah.
You're waving it off at first.
So this is the
it's after 4.
It's after 4, but is it we're using the new Dante? What's the deal with that?
No, that's Nero. I don't know why he looks like Dante. It's stupid.
It's Nero, yeah.
He looks like new Dante, and I'm not.
Yeah, he did look like new Dante. I was like, what? Are they doing another like Devil May Cry? Devil May Cry
DMC.
2 reboot? Like what?
Okay.
Because I was like the one thinking that.
So that clears that up for me, but he does look like new Dante.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Dante showed up at the end of the trailer though. That's why we know.
Yeah, like old man Dante on the motorcycle. I'm like, is this Devil May Cry 2 yet?
Oh, I did see an image of that. Let me see.
But yeah, that actually got leaked a couple of days ago. I didn't think it was real, but I'm disappointed because it's real.
Yeah,
very disappointed. We got Cuphead DLC trailer with a new character named Miss Chalice. Anybody care?
No.
Nah.
Nope.
I
like I like Cuphead, but
Xbox fanboys will pretend to care, but they're not gonna beat it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh man, nobody.
I'll say I care. I care.
Oh
I
snap! He cares.
He cares about both y'all.
I thoroughly enjoyed Cuphead. So.
I mean, I'm not saying Cuphead's a bad game. It's a really good game. It's just I just didn't care about the news that they put out. That's just me though.
Can I post a picture in the chat here? I got the picture of old Dante.
No, son.
Just share your screen.
The old man Dante.
Old man Dante. Man, that dude's not that old.
I have it.
I mean,
look, I'll let y'all do it. I'll just copy the link to the tweet, and someone else can share it.
Yeah, Hardhead, share it if you don't mind. But yeah,
it's from Tick's Twitter. So.
Tick said it looked like Billy Idol. I'm dead. Oh man. But yeah, it's like I look at it. I'm gonna play it. I don't know how invested I'm gonna be. But we're gonna move on from Devil May Cry to Tunic. With the Fox, he run around like Zelda.
The better Super Lucky Tales.
Yeah, dude, that looked awesome.
They said the better Super Lucky.
Lucky
It is. Shoot. Like the gameplay looked awesome. And for being, such a, indie game, it had really good music and a good game soundtrack for it. So I'm really hyped for it and to see more from that game. But yeah, it's one of the unique standouts for the Microsoft, E3 press conference for me.
I don't know. This is when my attention started to go down because still I'm trying to see what that X do. And
man.
It's X enhanced.
Who said what that X do?
I mean, I need for them to justify this most powerful console ever stated.
They never will.
I mean, for Horizon kind of.
Nah, I need more than Horizon. I need a little more than that.
Also, quick aside, I like how they announced we're working on a new console because they know Sony is and they got shook.
Oh,
speaking of, do y'all think that the white console was an Easter egg towards that? Because the way they framed it in the video,
that was a development kit.
Because it looked like we were meant to see that.
The Xbox
no, those are just SDKs. Yeah.
Okay.
They were using that to show that they weren't using super high rigged out PCs and shit.
But what was under that box?
It's just for show. Yeah. Just for show.
We got Jump Force, which is basically J-Star's evolution, where they go to super.
It looks lit.
Hey, bro, they showed my guy Light with motherfucking. Oh man, I can't remember the damn name.
Oh shoot, I know who you're talking about.
Ryuk.
Ryuk. Yeah.
Light and Ryuk, dog.
I think
everybody about to get the death note sentence, dog.
I think it's gonna be great. It's just Bandai Namco is always on and off with their games sometimes, so it's like it could be really good, or it could turn into like J-Star incident, you know. But that's just me.
I mean, it looked just like J-Stars, and the only reason I say that, I mean, it's obviously a J-Stars game, but the reason I say that is because if you've played the first J-Stars, you know that in the story mode there were only 3 main characters, and that was Goku, Luffy, and Naruto, who all 3 were the 3 characters that were shown in the entire trailer, other than obviously Light. So. It's just another J-Stars, but I guess rehashed, renamed, or whatever the hell you want to call
it. Jump Force, but all I know is this shit not selling on Xbox.
Is it the same dev?
Yeah,
it is.
I would assume.
Let me see. I'm gonna find it out. I'm gonna find out.
While he's finding out, we're gonna move on to Dying Light 2.
Dying Light 2, very interesting. I probably
it's fictional setting.
I would think afterwards, or maybe before, because 2 had the first one had an expansion, and it's very different in terms of like how it affects everything. So maybe before.
They describe the setting as modern Dark Ages, so Dark Ages with guns.
Definitely after the first one.
Technical and narrative enhancements. It's very decision driven. Like the choices you make will make everything unique.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this: the first Dying Light game is good, but it has its issues, and I love the game personally. I hope this one is a improvement and a step up above the previous one. That's all I can hope.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. So my question is, who playing this day one? Because I might be.
Oh, I will be. That game, I'm surprised in how they made these changes to the game, because Dying Light never had these big choices like what we're seeing in this game. How if you don't negotiate with this, with those individuals, the city will get water, but the people will be oppressed by the government or the government affiliate people. And if you do negotiate with them and sell it on the black market, then there'll be other gangs coming to the city and stuff like that to try to take the water, which I find very cool concept, and how that changes everything in terms of having a hostile environment, not having a hostile environment, and having different groups and factions hating you, and how that might end up changing or having different endings for the game and different outcomes. And I find that pretty innovative in of itself, because we never had those types of intricacies in how your actions will actually have pros and cons to it, no matter what.
I think it'll be a good game. I don't know what we can say about Dying Light at this point. So let's just move on.
People been asking for a new game, they got it. So
yeah,
honestly, you know what I mean? People just talk about that like this week on Twitter when they released other shit they did for the first game. They're still doing. Everybody was asking for a second.
I looked up the dev for Jump Force, and they did not make the first game. They're what's the word I'm looking for? They have a lot of games that are built. I could say
what's the dev name?
It's called Chunsoft.
Oh, okay, I know what that is. Yeah, they'll be fine.
Yeah, they made like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and shit like that.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely be fine. I ain't got no worries about it. Let's move on to Battletoads. Yeah,
Nothing much to say. So.
You mean Loki the biggest surprise to come to E3? Period.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that didn't get leaked. To be honest.
Same.
Most of the conference didn't get leaked, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Overall, yeah. I mean, Battletoads cool.
Let's just hope it's good.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the way they presented it. I was low-key hype about that. The turbo tunnel thing, I caught that right away. Because I was alive when the first one came out, unlike you guys.
Oh
man, here we go. Don't you still own the game, sir?
Oh,
I probably do.
Go look and see. Go find it. Send us a picture. Just Cause 4 trailer.
Man.
Looks like more Just Cause. Not a bad thing, not a great thing.
Just Cause.
It's just what it is. It's a Just Cause 4.
Just Cause.
Yeah. Moving on to the ending part before we get into the other things Microsoft announced at this conference. We got, I want to say 3 Gears games.
Right now,
hey, yo, Gears.
It's 3 Gears games.
Gears
Pop.
Did they say Battle Royale? Because I know one's a
No, it's the Pop game. The
okay,
game.
Yeah, I remember now. Thanks.
Yeah, it's Gears XCOM, Gears Funko Pops on iOS and Android, and then there's Gears 5.
Gears of War 5. So the leak was kind of true. Like the XCOM type of game was, true, and also Gears of War 5. That's true.
And again, they might have changed it around, not wanting to show people the Battle Royale one because they didn't want.
They had a bunch of Xboxes, or maybe that's just for the press, though. It might be that just.
It's
for the
weird though, just having that all not being used.
I'm looking interested in the Funko Pop one.
I don't care. I'm getting that Gears Pop, dog. Y'all hating.
I'm getting that too, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, you getting the freaking Pokeball? That's $50, my man.
I am getting the Pokeball. Strat is too, dog.
I'm not buying that game, bro.
You canceled your pre-order?
I never even pre-ordered that shit.
Oh man.
For Gears of War 5, I don't give a shit about this Pop Funko mobile game. I could care less. I'm not a mobile gamer in terms of, playing games on my phone. It's just, I just can't. But I can play games on the Switch or 3DS. Those type of games I can play. But phone games, I just can't. I can never get into them. So scrap that. Never going to play. XCOM maybe. XCOM Gears. That sounds interesting. Hopefully it's good. And Gears of War 5, it seems like the story is more interesting now. Because in Gears of War 4, majority of the story, until the ending is straight up picked up. And then you're like, oh, shoot, it actually got good. But it seems like the story is getting better. And I really hope so, because that's kind of the weakest point in Gears of War 4. And hopefully they got better writers to make Gears of War 5. But overall, I'm super surprised that we did get a trailer, because we were in the live stream just there's no Gears of War 5. This is just a JPEG, kind of like Metroid Prime 4. But no, they showed the trailer. Because the game came out in 2016, so I was surprised they did have footage to show.
Well, it comes out next year, so it'll be 3 years.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gears 4 came out in 2016. They showed some gameplay. Halo 5 came out in 2015. They showed me some engine shit.
He gonna be heated about this for the rest of the month.
Wait. Oh, didn't they show a teaser at E3 2014?
They show. Halo 5 came out in 2015.
I know. I'm saying, didn't they show a teaser in E3 2014 of Halo 5?
Yeah,
when he was in the desert and stuff.
When you think about it, when you think about it, the next Halo should be coming out this year, though.
Well, I don't know. By going by E3 though, they announced it in 2014.
If you're going by years they're coming out, then yeah.
Well,
the problem came out in 2012. 5 came out in 2015.
But here's my thing. The difference is with Gears, the engine that they use, they can iterate quickly. Unreal is, you can make a game in Unreal in probably a year and be done.
Unreal is real easy to maneuver around.
Yeah, but I think the problem with Halo is Halo 5's tepid reaction, and then all the other shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
So they're probably not dropping it.
They went to a whole new engine.
Crazy. They ended off the show with Cyberpunk.
Wait. Can we, before Sway, I'm gonna let you finish. Taylor, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm sorry. For all you pop figure collectors, all right, GameStop has exclusivity on E3 pop figures. They're only getting 2 per store. So I think we got a pretty good guess on what they'll be. So
or you can have me make your own pop figure, and I can 3D print that shit and send it to y'all. Think about that.
You say
okay, would that go for on poppriceguide.com?
I can sell it to y'all for like $10.
Oh man, I'm over here slinging these
leftover pop figures.
Bro, I can
pop fingers.
Figures.
So that's Tuesday at GameStop, y'all. Tuesday at GameStop. Each store only has 2. Exclusive to GameStop only if you collect pop.
2 models or 2 like just
2 E3 exclusive pop figures. So 2 only. Not 2 different types, only 2 per store.
But
imagine how much they'll be.
Too much.
$10. Each store only had 2 Master Chiefs, and I got.
Where's that link?
There's no link. They told me this in the store.
Oh.
He just called. But yeah, they ended off with Cyberpunk 2077. I'm down for this. I was already hyped for it. They didn't show gameplay, and that's the only thing I have an issue with.
I mean, they do that though with like they did with The Witcher. If you're a press member, you'll be able to see it probably behind closed doors like usual. I kind of wish I was there to see that, but overall, dude, the tone was amazing. I CD Projekt Red's like really good developers, so seeing them tackle this Blade Runner-esque style world and like straight up the card kind of seems like a little bit Blade Runner-esque, but not too much.
That reminded me of Back to the Future, to be honest.
Really? For me, it's like the old Blade Runner cars.
It kind of look like a little DeLorean shit.
But like, yeah, it looks freaking rated M. Looks like intense, and you're gonna have like factions in different areas, and poor, the wealthy, and overall, it looks cool, and hopefully we can see more from Gamescom. I'm hoping, but overall.
Somebody just posted a tombstone on Twitter that says Ninja Theory 2000 to 2018.
Oh, shit. We're
about to get to that, but yeah, we're going to move on to the acquisitions and business. Microsoft, Philly Spence came out on stage and said that studios are a major focus for Microsoft. They're going to increase investment into established franchises. I don't think they should probably do that, but what do I know? Increasing investment into new franchises, maybe should do that quicker and better next time. They formed a new studio called The Initiative in San Diego. They bought out Undead Labs and now is officially a Microsoft studio. What everyone pretty much knew for the last week, Playground Games got bought out, and Ninja Theory, known for Hellblade, got bought out, and Compulsion Games got bought out. Before I move on, what do y'all think about these? Because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like one of these
buyouts is kind of spooky to me.
Yeah.
I feel like 2 of these studios ain't gonna make it.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say Undead Labs made no sense whatsoever because of the critical success that was State of Decay 2. There was no critical success. The game flopped. They say 2 million players. They say 2 million players, but that's with Game Pass. And
they don't tell us 2 million sales.
And they don't tell you the concurrent players as of now as well. So that also tells you something. I don't know why they bought them. For me, if I was Phil Spencer, I wouldn't have bought them. To me, that's just a waste of money. I don't know why they did it. Ninja Theory, I'm surprised just because Ninja Theory, Hellblade was first on PlayStation, and it seemed like they had a good relationship with Sony. And then,
if we look at the 5, you can tell which 2 about to die out.
Undead Labs,
Undead Labs, and Compulsion.
Yeah, no, Compulsion would be hard for them. They're indies, so like making them a bigger studio, I don't know. Ninja Theory, I
just wish they would stop that. Make your own studio. Stop trying to buy in the studios and then letting them fall out.
Wait. I know it sounds like we're shitting on this, everybody who's watching, but I think our apprehension is about Microsoft's history with studios. So I don't care what Phil Spencer says. I don't trust this. I just don't. Like Ninja Theory, especially because Ninja Theory was already in a precarious position.
Yeah, didn't they not want Hellblade originally, right? It was a Sony exclusive at first, and then
things went down between them and Sony. I think they still had a good relationship with Sony, but they made it PC and PS4 exclusives for a while. Then it dropped on Xbox. It did pretty okay. I feel like the problem with these studios is I haven't seen one of these studios deliver a AAA equivalent. And I know it's a fucked up equivalent. I don't think any of these studios can give me something on the level of a not Gears, but a God of War. They can't give me something on the level of Uncharted. I don't think they have that kind of potential in them. I feel like the only one that can even get close to that is maybe Ninja Theory. If any of them. Ninja Theory would be the closest. Playground hasn't made anything except for driving games, and if they're working supposedly on Fable, I don't trust that.
That seems kind of spooky to me. Because they also they don't have much experience with story-based games. Because the story in the Forza games is really bare bones, extremely bare bones.
Did they say who they acquired for the initiative? Because my thing is, unless you got Amy hinting at the studio with some other talented people, I don't have any trust.
Calm yourself, bro. Good Jesus.
What?
Just wait for see what they do.
Oh man!
Like, there's
we already waited till E3.
Like, we gotta wait till E3. Actually, no, we're gonna wait till E3 3 or 4 years.
We've been waiting.
We've already been waiting for like 5 years. Keep giving 5 more years.
5 more years.
No,
it's like it's just wait. You know, that's all this is a waiting game now. To be honest.
Well, all I can say is it helps them look better in the eyes of fans and people, but
it's gonna be a while to see any.
And if anybody has started any games at any of these studios, I don't think they're coming out until the start of whatever the next Xbox is,
or even a little bit into it.
Yeah. Moving on from that part of the business acquisitions part, Microsoft is working on streaming games to the PC, Xbox, and phones, and they announced that the new Xbox consoles is in development as we speak, which I have a problem with, which I'll elaborate shortly. Y'all go first before I say my dissertation.
I mean, let's talk about the streaming. You know, Sony did it first. Then EA acquired GameFly. They were doing a streaming service. Now they're using that streaming service for their EA games. Microsoft is doing this. They're preparing for the future of streaming games and not buying console.
I mean, you're streaming games from your Xbox, I assume.
Yeah, but like, think about future-wise, though.
But like, Xbox already has that. You can already do that through your PC. They're just expanding it.
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm saying, look at it, because we're gonna do that through like Xbox, servers. With,
I think the point people are missing is that this is catering to mobile gaming.
Oh yeah, but we gotta also think near in the future that these people, like even Ubisoft, is saying in the future we're not gonna own hardware anymore. It's just gonna be streaming through a TV or through a
Hey man, that
PC.
sounds great to me.
I just want to own my games. That's my thing. I like to own games, like digital or physical. Once it's gone off a streaming service, I can't play that game again. That's just me.
I mean, you can still buy a game and stream it.
I don't know.
And if everything goes streaming, it'll be cheaper because there won't be no fucking physical costs or anything.
I mean, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, okay, because I'm gonna tell you right now. For me, it's because I might end up not having Game Pass in a while. So for me, if Sony, EA, and I don't know, I can't even say Activision. Oh, fuck, I don't know. If Sony and EA had a service and I get all my newest games throughout the entire year for $200, I'm fucking with it. I'm sorry, a whole year worth of games for $200. There's nothing better than that. I spend somewhere close to $1,000 on games a year. It's something I need. That's why I'm saying this.
Before I forget, new Xbox consoles. We already knew that there's going to be new consoles, but I have a problem with this due to the timing that they dropped the Xbox One X. Like that, I don't know how you can justify, we're working on a new console and you want people to buy it when you just dropped something not 2 years ago. Actually, when did the Xbox One X drop? I'm retarded. I don't know.
November.
November of last year?
Yeah, November last year. So not even a year yet.
So
They might be phasing out the OG one.
I mean, they could, but
I mean, they've already phased out the original BrickBox 1, so you only have the S and the X. Really?
Well, the model.
Yeah, but the issue is, it's like we know Sony's. They haven't talked about it, but but it's leaked out that they're working on it. We know this.
Mm-hmm.
The issue at this point is, I don't see how Microsoft can convince anybody to buy a new console for $400, $500 with the way that their situation has looked. I don't see how they do it. Like, maybe y'all think differently than me, but just give me y'all thoughts. I said my thoughts. I just don't see how they do it.
We don't
go
need
hard.
You go hard. We need games, man. We need games on that thing. They still haven't proven to me why have this.
You're just talking about Game Pass, right?
No, like them talking about a new console.
A new console, like
it's still a
DVD player to me right now.
Bro, there's no point. There's no point. No, it's not even that. That's who gives the new console ain't even the biggest problem. The biggest problem is them having these games come out on PC. It's like, how are you gonna make a console but not have games come out just on that console for people to buy that console? So why even bother making another console?
And what's right?
It's like at this point, just release the games for fucking PS4, bro, and the next PlayStation. Like, that's so stupid to me.
And also how, I lost my train of thought.
What I was gonna say was, it felt very reactionary what he said, and I feel like he just heard it, heard from like how we've heard about Sony talking about PS5 and how PS4 is in the Twilight Zone. And I feel like that was a very reactionary comment because, what he originally, stated, Phil Spencer, is there won't be any more generations. It'll just be upgrading your system. And now we're having another generation.
No, I still believe it'll be called the Xbox One, but it'll just be upgraded. You know what I mean? That's all. That's what I mean. They got a new console. Like, people are going to perceive it as a new generation, but it's still going to be Xbox One, but better than an Xbox One X.
I feel like they cannot dictate that because they're not in the lead. If you're in the lead, like Sony can dictate when a generation starts. Either you have to launch before them to get ahead of them, or you launch after them off the rip. Sony has been in the driver's seat this entire generation because of the decisions they made at the start. And now the fact that they've probably been working on hardware for, let's see, when did the PS4 Pro drop? 15?
Who knows?
PS4 Pro, I thought it was 2016.
No, PS4 Pro was 2017. I bought a PS4 Pro last year. What you talking about? I bought it when it came out.
No, it's a year before that.
PS4 Pro was 2017. Positive.
2017?
Right?
Right? No, it was.
It's 2018.
No, November 10th, 2016. So
I was right. Get out of here.
So if anything, they've been working on new hardware for the PS5 since that point. If that was our guess. If that's a guess, that would be my point where I'm like, they're thinking about working on a new console. So they've already at least 2, if not a minimum 3 years into thinking about the next generation of hardware. So at this point, I'm like, it doesn't matter what you're thinking about, Microsoft. You just now announced you just bought first party studios. They are not dropping anything on the Xbox One. You basically said at this point, in my mind, everything that we did was in preparation of the next generation, or whatever you want to call it, the next console cycle. I don't know what they're going to call that shit.
It's stupid.
Instead of like, the reason that Sony does so well is because they support their previous gen even after their current gen is out. So games like, in my opinion, I feel like The Last of Us 2 is going to be a cross-gen game. I feel like Death Stranding, cross-gen game. They're going to get twice the sales because of how they dropped the game.
I mean, I feel like the Xbox games are going to be like that too, though. If you think about it, it's all going to be backwards compatible, really.
I mean, backwards compatibility is a built-in thing now.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a different thing. If you're moving out, like he's talking about doing non-generational leaps, just increments. Like the next Xbox isn't going to be like a new gen. It's going to be increment. Like they can't really go with more power for the Xbox One X and still be in a good price point. Think about it. Even 2 years from now.
They did that gambit thinking that people would take it, but that's on Microsoft. Sony doesn't have to approach anything based off of a Microsoft gambit because Microsoft is not in the driver's seat. Sony is. Let's be honest about this conference. This conference was a 7 not because they didn't show games, but mostly everything there was third party. They didn't show us anything that was necessary to buy an Xbox 4.
That's what I'm saying.
Multi-platform conference.
Like,
there's no point even having that console. Really.
I'm proud of the fact that they did show these things and they're doing the necessary things to show that they have faith in the Xbox brand when it's been damn near 3 years of us thinking that they don't. But at the same
really
time,
though?
That's another good question.
Oh, but they go to the studio to make this game.
Like, if you think about it, the only
thing I was thinking about real quick though, they were saying these games would be all Game Pass, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see much mention of play anywhere.
Oh yeah, if they're on Game Pass, they're most likely to play anywhere.
Interesting. They didn't emphasize it this time around. You know what I mean? It's usually there.
It's probably there in the fine tech. Like, my thing is, speaking of the Game Pass, we'll talk about that shit right quick. I don't really care. Machine learning allows for fast start. No one cares about that shit. Halo Master Chief Collection coming later this year, which pretty much means it's getting a PC port.
Halo. Not really. A lot of games aren't on PC though for Xbox. Unless they announce it. Like a bunch of Xbox games are.
I feel like they've already said that they're most likely doing a PC port for Master Chief Collection. That's pretty much done and dusted.
I don't know about that.
I'm not sure.
Not from what I've been reading lately.
But then again, they already said that any future Halo game is going to be on PC, so
gotta wait and see, you know. Probably.
Shat, hold on. You want to make a bet right now? Because it's going to fuck you up if you take this bet.
Y'all about to make a bet? Oh my god.
That's one bet per year, bro.
Bro, because he don't want to take that bet because
one online bet per year, bro. I already made mine.
You already know what the bet would be when they actually talk about Halo, whether or not it's going to have a PC version.
Man,
you knew it was going to be, but we're going to move on from that. But Forza Horizon 4 and Crackdown 3 would be a Game Pass at launch when they release day and date. The Division, Elder Scrolls Online, and Fallout 4 are playable today on Game Pass. So yeah, that's pretty much the conference. I'm giving it a 7 still. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna downgrade it. It's a 6.5.
Damn.
You lose.
You're still giving it a lot, bro.
It was it wasn't a bad.
Such a hater.
That shit was disappointing as nothing in there, bro. Gave me like holy shit.
You get the last 5 minutes of this react before I go chill out, eat, and then come back for Bethesda. Give a shit,
man. I can't I'm speechless right now, man.
No, but I want to say seeing people's Twitter reactions is very interesting. People are like, "Yo, this is amazing! It's fire!" Like, it's a good conference. But it was mostly third-party games.
They didn't show anything for the upcoming future except Gears of War.
Gears of Forza and Halo.
I mean, Halo. We know who knows when Halo's coming. Forza. You know, it looks great. It's probably gonna be great, but it's like the same as all the other ones.
I just feel
Gears.
I don't know. For the people that have the X, it's gonna be good because it's 60.
I mean, it'll be 60. They could have. It's 60. Like it's who knows, man? Who knows?
I don't know. I had moments of excitement, but like I needed to be blown away. Pause. And I wasn't. So
that's not a pause.
Can I put a number on it? No, it didn't meet my expectations.
Okay, you don't have to put a number. That's just me doing it. You don't have to if you don't want to. I understand.
Bro,
I mean, look, I want to support Xbox, man. I really
me too.
do.
But you know what the worst thing is? My expectations were so low, and it still didn't exceed it.
Hold on, were your expectations lower for this or what? For the
Xbox conference, they were low as motherfucker, and it still didn't exceed it.
What was worse so far? What was the worst conference? EA or Microsoft?
Yeah,
Microsoft.
What?
Whoa! This dude is a hater.
Bro, like you gotta understand the whole point of these conferences is them showing off their exclusive stuff. Microsoft didn't show off exclusive stuff coming out soon.
I want to talk about exclusive
studios.
They
got news. That's great. It really is. But
I want to talk about something real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this Cyberpunk review, there's a lot of things people didn't take from it. First things first, when it literally first popped up on screen, if you inverted the colors on that announcement, it had paragraphs worth of text worth reading, and it said hashtag Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah. Now, digging into the text, they found that it says quality is the only thing that drives us. It's the beauty of being an independent studio and your own publisher. There will be free DLC and no DRM. Expect nothing less than you got with The Witcher 3, it states. As for DRM, Cyberpunk 27 will be 100% DRM free on PC. I'm not sure if this includes DRM that's built into Steam, but yeah, you know how that goes. There's no microtransactions in a single-player role-playing game. Are you nuts? And I mean that's the best parts to take from it. I could read the entire thing, but it's
is that what
that's what I read. That's what I read.
Yeah, no microtransactions, all free DLC. Surprisingly big, but to be honest, we have no bloody clue at this point in time. Once we put it all together, we will open to tell you what you can expect, and we promise we'll do this before we start talking about pre-orders or ask anything from you. And when we told you we would only release the game when it's ready, we meant it. We're definitely much closer to a release date than we were back then. It's still not the time to confirm anything, so patience is still required. Quality is the only thing that drives us. It's the beauty of being an independent studio in your own publisher.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's done and dusted. We just talked about the Microsoft conference. Cyberpunk is looking fire.
Yeah.
At the end, I mean, it was a decent conference. I feel let down and disappointed in some ways. In other ways, I think it's good. I'm looking forward to the Bethesda stream later tonight. I'm looking forward to Sony tomorrow. I'm looking forward to Ubisoft tomorrow. See what they show. That was Usual Suspects Reacts. I was Century, and the rest of my cast would do the outros, and we'll get the fuck out of here and let y'all watch Weapon Wheel Podcast.
Oh man, y'all already know who it is. It's ooh-wee! It's Goofy signing out. Y'all know, check me out on Twitch, Twitter, and soon to be YouTube at Hardhead7WD. I actually am live right now. I've been live the whole time we've been doing this this little review. Still talking to the people in my chat because you know we did the live reaction on my channel. I did end up having to mute everybody at times because some people wanted to hear what the announcements were and shit like that. But for the most part, I got everybody during the stream. So if you want to see our live reaction or hear our live reaction, go ahead and check me out on Twitch.
Yeah, guys, it was definitely an experience. All I can say right now that the 2013 Xbox E3 was better than this one. That's about it, guys. Take it easy.
We gonna let him say that?
I don't know what else to say. But I'll go. Guys, this is Reddit 420. Thank you for Century for having me again. It was good talking to you guys, giving our opinions on Microsoft, and you guys can follow me on Twitch, RedHood420. Twitter is at RedHood240, and my YouTube page to see my live reactions to the trailers, which are being posted up now at RedHood420 as well. Thank you guys.
All right, I'll go. B Arsenal, pronounced B Arsenal, not Bersino. Thanks for having me, guys. This is my second time appearing on a podcast, and I actually spoke this time. So this was pretty dope. You can find me B Arsenal. Everything, all my gaming accounts is B Arsenal. Y'all can find me there. I do stream old school games. I'm doing some Dreamcast stuff lately and some Sega Genesis stuff. I also rebuild and customize Xbox 360. So if you're interested in that, hit me up. That's it. That's all I got, man. Thanks for having me again, fellas.
No problem. Watch those. Where you at?
Well, thank you for having me, guys. Century, thank you for the invite. This is actually my podcast debut, so I'm hoping to be in more soon. So if you guys are interested, you can follow me on Twitter, watch _Doug. And yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, everybody. That was Usual Suspects Reacts to the Microsoft E3 conference. Catch us tomorrow for maybe Sony and maybe Strat exasperated. He tired. I don't know what's wrong with Strat. He gonna be butthurt for the rest of the month. That was us, and we out. Peace.
Installation 01, everybody. New Halo game coming out soon.